Well, students, good afternoon to all of you. So today we discuss, one of the important topic, Right to Education Act. It also definitely, guys, many times, even you can say more than 95%, this question repeats, right? Right to Education Act 2010. The same it will come, right? Describe in detail Right to Education Act 2010. Okay, it was enforced in 2010. That's why it is written RTE Act 2010. Okay, so what is the RTE Right to Education Act? What are the features, objective we discuss in this lectures, right? First, little bit history of RTE Act, Right to Education Act 2010. The Right to Education Act 2009 are also known as a RTE Act 2009, RTE Act 2009 in abbreviated form. It was passed by the Parliament of India on August 4, 2009, but came into force in 2010. That's why called RTE Act 2010. Right, guys? It was 86th constitutional amendment inserted Article 21A in the Indian Constitution, which states, okay, you should know, guys, being teachers, being principal, you must know what is RTE Act 2010. Do you know what is RTE Act 2010? The state shall provide a free and compulsory education to all children from the age from 6 to 14 years old, right? And in such a manner as the state may be a law determined. Okay, now we discuss RTE significance provisions. The act provides for the number first, RT. What is the meaning of a RTE Act 2010? Free and compulsory education to all the children from the age of 6 to 14. Okay, or until they complete their elementary education. What happens when, okay, they will, reach at the age of a 14 now? So what happens? Well, they will complete their elementary educations. Hana, you know that primary education starts from when they get admitted. Okay, so it is a responsibility of the state, right, to provide the free and compulsory educations to all children from 6 to 14 years of age. Now you can, think yourself whether this act is applied by the state schools or not, right, guys? But it is a act. Okay, you should aware of that act. The number second, the act makes it clear that compulsory education implies that it is an obligation on the part of the government to ensure the admission, attendance, and completions of elementary education of children between the ages of 6 and 14. The word free indicates that no charge, guys, no charge is payable by the child, which may prevent him from completing such education. Guys, I conclude that basically education has become the fundamental right, right? Up to, and our, RTE Act 2010 says that free and compulsory education up to the age of 14. Okay, now we see that now, in many parts of the country there is a child labor and others. Okay, so it is, it is a wrong. Okay, so we, unless or until we aware that, that's why now we can aware to the other persons also, right? It has become the, act. If any of the person, indulging in such kind of a thing, like, child is doing the labor, so it is a punishable because it has become the act, RTE Act 2010. Number third, the act provides for the admissions of a non-admitted child to a class of his appropriate age. Even for example, the child has a 10-year of age. Okay, so now being teacher, being principal, administration, we should know that now the age of a person is a 10 year. So we have to calculate on a 10-year, he should be admitted in a particular class, right? It doesn't mean he will start from the nursery or first class. He can directly admitted in a class according to the age. This is the meaning of that. Number four, mentioning the duties of the respective governments, the local authorities, and the parents in ensuring the education of a child. Number fifth, The act prohibits, किन किन चीजों को ये रोकता है? नंबर 1, mental harassment and physical punishment. It is totally banned, right? Mental harassment and physical punishment. If any of the teacher principal is caught by doing, such kind of a practice, it is a punishable. Okay, you cannot, harass the student mentally. Physical punishment you can't give, because this act says that. Screening procedure for the admission of a children, you have to adopt the screening procedure whenever you are adopting a children. Capitation fees you don't have to take. Private tuitions by the teacher you can't. Running schools with no recognition. It is clear to you, huh? Next, the act provides that the teachers appointed should be appropriately trained and qualified, ETT or B.Ed certified. Guys, even in 2010, now it has become the act. Only the trained teachers, B.Ed, ETT, B.Ed, M.Ed, what is the program? These are the teacher education program. So without doing the teacher education program, you cannot become the teacher and principal. This act says that, right? If any of the person is being caught, so it is a punishable. Institutions will de-affiliated, right? Number 7, it also says that there should be a no urban-rural imbalance in teacher posting. The act also provides for the prohibitions of employment of the teacher for non-educational work. Yes, ab dekhiye, this is the important. Some management you have seen that, na, and some authorities, what they say that, matlab they have indulged the teachers in the census, elections, and other work. It is also a wrong practice, right? Teachers are made only for the teaching to the student. Why you are giving the another work? The act says that other than census, elections, and disaster relief work, right? Next, it specifies standards and norms for pupil-teacher ratio, infrastructure and building, working days of the schools, and for the teacher. PTR, this is the important pupil-teacher ratio, right? What is the pupil-teacher ratio? Okay, when you will see the act in detail, you will come to know that you cannot teach, more than, I think, 35 or 40 students. In a one class, if you are teaching to a, more than 60 and 70 students, it is also a wrong practice, guys. You have to select the pupil teacher ratio. I think it is a 1:40. 1:40 means if one teacher is teaching in a class, so 40 students should be there, right? Therefore, we conclude that, therefore, the act envisages that, conclude that the curriculum should be developed in consistency with the values preserved in Indian constitutions, and that which would take care of the all-round development of the child. This is the most important. Okay, you have to give importance to the child. Guys, whatever the infrastructure you have, whatever the expert facilities you have, but child is the hero of the drama, right? Means these all the buildings, expert teachers are for the children, are for the child, not the child is for all them, right? You have to take care in your mind. The first thing, the child is important in education system, right? The curriculum should build on the knowledge of the child. Dekho, it is written, the curriculum should build, matlab syllabus, it should be built according to the knowledge, because this is a new, new era, guys. We are not talking about 1980, 1990. Okay, gone are the days. Now we have to give, respect to the child. We have to teach according to the child. We have to listen the child, right? The curriculum should build on the knowledge of the child, on his potentialities and talents. That's why now new education policy 2020, just see that. I think we have discussed the new education policy 2020. It is made only on the mental level of the child. Further, it helped make the child free of trauma, fear, and anxiety via a system that is a both child-centric and child-friendly. Right, guys? Guys, it does not mean if we have become a teacher, if we become a principal, we should not dominate the class. Why to create such kind of a fear, trauma in the class? Right? They are the student. They are the children. Teach them like they are they are your sons and daughters, right? These are the soul. These are the, that you have to, arousing the learning power of that soul. You have to make them educate. Okay. So being of, creating a such kind of a trauma and fear, you cannot do that. Right. You have to go according to the level of the student, according to the interest, aptitude of the student. Right. Even it has become an act. Right, guys? If any of the, student and, parents, they will complain. So, action would be taken on that particular school. Next, elementary education initiative in developing countries. This is the most important. E9 is a forum of 9 countries. The meaning of E is education. 9 means 9 country, right? E9 is a forum of 9 countries, namely Bangladesh, Brazil, China, Egypt, India, Indonesia, Mexico, Nigeria, and Pakistan, that aims at achieving the goal of a UNESCO Education for All initiative in 1993 at New Delhi. Guys, in 1993 in New Delhi, there was a one conference held in the 1993 New Delhi, where 9 countries, representative of the 9 countries participated, and the aim was achieving the goal of a UNESCO Education for All, right? In 1993. Why these 9 countries? Because these 9 countries represent the more than half of the world population and 70% of the world's illiterate adults, right? We have to achieve this universalizations of educations for all, right? Okay, in a short, what is the meaning of a universalizations of a elementary education and its aspect? Basically, it consists of the 3 parts. Number 1, universal access and enrollment, attendance and retention, and quality of education. These 3 things we have to improve, being teachers, being principals, right? This is the most important. Okay, now we, uh, uh, we learn it and we study it. Universal access and enrollment, what is the meaning of that? The Indian government recently planned to set up a primary school at every kilometer for easy access to the student. When the school opens, an enrollment week is observed to ensure 100% enrollment of all eligible students. We have to make it this, access and enrollment of the student. Number 2, attendance and retention. Many facilities like daily attendance allowance, free traveling pass, free midday meal, etc. are provided, and new techniques of teachings are adopted to improve the attendance. Number 3, quality of education, how we can improve. Improvement in the infrastructure, basic amenities, facilities of the drinking water, toilets, teachers training, and pupil teacher ratio. Okay, by using these 3 things, okay, we can achieve the, universalization of education. What is the universalization of education? That is a goal of the UNESCO Education for All, right, guys? And RTE Act also says all the things, okay, which was said by the, UNESCO. Thank you so much, guys, for this lecture, right? So we have discussed in this lecture RTE Act 2010, about the act, what are the features and recommendations of the act. Okay, then what is the E9 forum, about the conferences, education for all, right? And what is the, UNESCO mission, okay, how to provide the education. Thank you so much, guys, for this lecture. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to stop this recording. Thank you.